Are there women who marry men knowing full well that they're going to divorce them and take half their money?
That's why they're marrying them. Yeah, that's entirely why they're marrying them. And how you know, these are the signs that she's marrying you for money. Usually she's not got her own money. She's got nothing to lose from the marriage. So she will have no money of her own or no career of her own, or she would have been married to a really rich man before and set up a business from that. But there's been a pattern of either no money or relying on men for money. Another thing is she usually comes from a broken home, yet she pushes the idea of marriage. It's really strange. Well, I notice a lot with these sugar babies, they usually come from a broken home. This is no insult. It's just, you know, what I know.
Or gold diggers.
Oh, gold diggers, yeah. They usually come from a very broken home without a father figure. And this is why fathers are so important, because the path that leads women down is not a healthy one. But they come from that background, yet they'll say to their boyfriend, who they've only been with for 6 months, I'm a traditional woman. I want to get married. I want to have kids and I want to get married. So they push this idea of marriage when they never saw it growing up. They've had sex with plenty of men before marriage. They have no idea about how to be a wife or cooking or cleaning or any of those things, because they didn't witness that in their home. They didn't see mum and dad, you know, have dinner together every day and mum being loyal to a man or anything. They didn't see that yet. They push the idea that they want to be married and they want to have kids. They make marriage the focus prematurely. They really, really push marriage prematurely. So you haven't even known them well enough, but they really push the idea of marriage, and you can't even mention the word prenup. It's a forbidden word. If you're in a relationship with a woman and where the word prenup is spoken like you're scared of what she's going to say, she's planning to divorce you. That's it. Whereas a woman who has no plans to divorce you treats a prenup just the way you treat car insurance. You have no plan of getting into a car crash, but you take out insurance because it's a logical thing to do. And hopefully she would have an equal amount to lose. But when a woman has every intention to divorce you, the prenup is not allowed to be mentioned. And she'll say it like you're being so unromantic because you mentioned it. But the reality is the person who doesn't want the prenup is the person that's planning the divorce. The person that mentions the prenup is just being cautious, just like you would with health insurance. The person who avoids it is the one that's planning it. So they have these kind of signs and symbols, but more so than anything, they don't have traditional values. Outside of the idea of getting married, none of their lifestyle is traditional. Nothing's ever been traditional, ever, in any way, shape or form. But when it comes to marriage, for some reason, they're pushing for it. So it's obvious to a woman, but for men who are, particularly when they are hyper attracted to a woman, they lose focus and they can't see straight.
And they have no other options in their minds.
They have no options. And the other thing, they just don't know what real love even has tasted like.
I think if you're going to get involved with a woman like that, you have to have like 7 options.
You have to. Yeah.
And if one's
but women
misbehaving,
like that don't go for men like that.
I'm
Sugar
sorry?
babies and gold diggers, they don't go for men with options.
So they want guys that are...
They want guys that are, have limited
Hooked.
options. Yeah, they don't go for men with options. You'll see very few sugar babies that go for men who are at their peak, and very few will go for men that have high self-esteem. Very few will go for men that grew up in a really healthy relationship with their mother. They usually, they can sniff out men with very low self-esteem and limited options. And how you can tell a man's got limited options is your beauty is enough to get him invested. There's nothing else to it. You don't even have to talk about a lot. You don't have to invest a lot. And I'm in Dubai where I see this quite regularly. And you'll see they'll go out for dinner and she's not even talking to him. She's on her phone, but he worships her. And she knows that it's purely physical. And because she knows she can manipulate a man physically, she automatically knows this man is probably used to pornography and I'm the best he's ever had, and therefore he's not going anywhere.